Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living with Wonder Dog Yoga, bringing you another love note. Hey, today I want to talk to you about some basics in spiritual mind treatment. I want to talk to you about some basics in New Thought and metaphysics. And what those basics have to do with the fact that if there's some circumstance or some situation in your life that's preventing you from living your purpose, our teaching teaches you how to change that. Change those circumstances and change those conditions so that you can live the kind of life you want to live. Does that sound good? Well, the way it does this is simple. It's not mumbo jumbo. It's not some occult practice. In fact, it's so simple we want to complicate it sometimes. Here it is. All is in God, and God is all there is. Now, we call that the absolute, the all-knowing, ever-presence. It's not a person, place, or thing. It's all of that, and that is all in it. Does this make sense? I'm hoping so. And some of you may have read the Bible where it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. All right, so that Word is the first cause. That Word is Spirit knowing itself, is Spirit revealing itself. It's Spirit expressing the love that is its inherent nature. Now, there are 7 qualities, at least, of Spirit's nature. They are life, love, light, which is also consciousness or intelligence. Love, power, peace, beauty, and joy. And I may be forgetting one, but that's going to get us started. The point of it is that those qualities are the essence of what Spirit is what Spirit expresses, is what Spirit reveals itself as. And you are here to express that. Why? Because you and I are individualizations of that life that God is. You hear that? You're not part of God. You're actually an individualization of God, knowing itself and revealing itself by means of you. So, what that means is, we don't have faith in God. We have the faith of God. Do you get the difference? Now, if this sounds like heresy, I get it. Because where a lot of us come from is an old man up in the sky, and if you don't do things just right, he'll send you to hell. Well, good news, there ain't no hell, except the hell that we make for ourselves in this particular life experience. But we can choose to live differently. There's this law that we teach of called the law of cause and effect. The way it works is this: as Jesus, Buddha, and the great avatars of all time have taught, as you believe, so it is done unto you, right? So did you notice he didn't say, beseech, plead, supplicate God that bring you stuff that you feel that you don't deserve? No. He said, believe as if you already have. So when we do our quote-unquote affirmative prayer, which we refer to as spiritual mind treatment, we clear the channels of our consciousness, recognize who and what we really are. That right here, right where we are, there's a presence and a power, which is God. God is. Let's assume for a moment we're treating for or we're wanting to know better health. Great. So we recognize that God is whole, perfect health. That's one of his qualities. The wholeness of God is expressing itself, individualizing itself by means of me, by means of you right now. And then we declare the truth that I am health, I am whole, I am perfect, I am divine, just like you are right now. And then what happens is we consciously and deliberately accept this within our minds. We accept this as being so. And then we release this to this law of mind, which receives the impress of our thoughts and acts upon it. So, we do not have to do anything. We just have to be that which we are and use our consciousness to give what it is that we're looking to experience over to Spirit, over to the law of God, which is basically the deity operating system, DOS. And that law of God, that law of cause and effect, you could call it karma if you want, is that which manifests in our world. So, when we do set out our goals or aspirations or those things in life that we really want, we think to ourselves, is this something that is serving others? Is this something that's going to help create a better life for humanity? Is this something that's going to do gooder? Is this something that's going to do good for more and more people? We don't usually pray just to get for self-seeking, self-serving ways. Now, we could be included in that because, for example, I might want to be treated for health. I want to be knowing better health. But that's so I can be a better expression of God's life by means of me. No man, no woman is an island. We're all in this together. It's sort of like a field of aspens. You're familiar with aspen trees? In a field, they're really underneath the ground. They're all one organism, all connected. Well, you and I are part of that organism, all connected together, all over the world. And we're connected with everything else. So, when we know health, when we know wholeness, there is that law of mind which receives the impress of that thought and manifests that wholeness in our life. We don't have to figure out how it's going to work. We just need to know what it is that we want and let Spirit figure out how to do it. We deal in the realm of first cause. We deal in the realm of Spirit knowing itself, expressing itself. So that when I want to know wholeness, health, strength, abundance, joy, peace, love, right perfect expression, I focus on that from a standpoint of God expressing those qualities by means of me. And then I allow the law of mind, I allow God, I allow the law, or however you want to refer to the working of the intelligence of the universe, to figure out how that's going to happen. And I tell it what I want it to look like, and it tells me how it's going to show up. You understand how that is? It's vitally important we recognize what's our job and what's Spirit's job, or what's the law's job. Well, I understand my time's about running over tonight, so I've spoken a little long. But this I want you to know. This is not magic, although sometimes it might act as though. It's not miraculous. It's naturalist, but sometimes you might want to think of it as. Remember, miracles are just ordinaries that we don't understand. I urge you to take classes. I urge you to attend Sunday mornings. I urge you to come to class, to come to Sunday mornings like a sponge and get all you can. Read good books. Read The Power of Decision. Read this thing called You. Read this thing called Life. There's all kinds of classes, all kinds of books and metaphysical books that you could learn at a religious science institute or religious science church or a science of mind center or a center for spiritual living that will drastically change your life from one that you dreaded to one that you love to live. So here's to your loving to live and living the life you love. I say good night to you and stay tuned tomorrow for another love note from Reverend Dr. Maxine. Bye-bye.